What's up guys, this is UKBHD again, and today I'm going to be making a video on F2L tricks. Now there are really a lot of F2L tricks on YouTube, and here are some examples that I want to add on to the list. One example is when you have this case as an F2L case. Normally, when I would see this case, I would normally just take it out like this and regroup here to continue my algorithm. Of course, there is a regroupless algorithm that goes like this to solve this case. When you have to insert this pair here and you have another pair here, you would normally just insert them one by one like this. So insert that, and then the other one just do them separately. However, the algorithm is way too long and there is a shorter algorithm that can do the same thing. So instead of using that long algorithm, you can use a 6-move way instead, which goes like this. That solves both of the pairs again. So a lot of these F2L tricks are very important, especially when you're getting faster and you need to reduce move count in order to speed up your solves. And today, I'm going to be introducing 5 more algorithms to that list. Now I know some of you guys watching do not like to do L moves. For example, to insert this pair, you would normally do this. But if you don't like to do L moves, then I have the perfect algorithm for you. So what you want to do is start by putting your hands at home grip so there are no regroups at all, and do the algorithm over here. R prime F to move this over here, and then insert this pair here by doing R, U, R prime, and reverse the 2 moves that you did in the beginning, which are F prime, R. Now I know this is 3 moves longer than the normal insert, but some people do not like to do L moves, so doing this is a better way for them. As for the finger tricks, I really like to do it like this, with my left index finger doing the F prime here instead of my right thumb, because if you do it with your right thumb, you will have to regrip your thumb a little bit and it will make the cube a little bit more unstable like this. And that's why I prefer to use my left index finger. A little bit faster will look like this. The next algorithm is when you have to insert this here, where normally in the beginner method where you would simply just pair it up, rotate and insert it. So using this algorithm would prevent that rotation. So this algorithm goes like this. First you move this edge here, and then you do an F prime, and then you do this case. So R prime, U prime, R to solve the pair, and then just move the cross piece back down again. As for the finger tricks, I like to do the F prime with my right thumb and then do the rest normally and press the F back down with my right thumb again. I know this may not be the best algorithm for a lot of cubers, but I will have an alternative algorithm for this after this algorithm is done. So faster will look like this. The other way requires a small rotation, which is actually really minimal. This algorithm preserves these 2 pairs at the left, but make sure that there are no other pairs at the back over here, because this algorithm would affect the pair at the back. So how this algorithm goes is X, R prime, U D prime, R prime, U prime D, R, X prime. As you can see, the rotation in this algorithm won't take too much time because it is simply just doing an X and X prime. The regrip for this algorithm is also very minimal. Here is a context of this algorithm. As you can see, the algorithm doesn't take too much time. Therefore, this is a pretty good algorithm and it will work really well. When there is a pair right behind here, when you perform the algorithm, it will insert the pair automatically. Therefore, faster will look like this. This next algorithm is very similar to the previous one, only that it doesn't require you to do double moves like this. This algorithm goes like this when you have to put this here. Normally, you will have to rotate once, pair it up, rotate again, and insert it back. By counting the rotations, this algorithm is 7 moves long and 5 moves without the rotations. When doing this algorithm, you must make sure that the back right slot does not have any pairs inside, because this algorithm would disrupt that pair. So this is how the algorithm goes. X, R prime, D prime, R prime, D, R, X prime. And faster will look like this. However, if you're doing this algorithm as your last slot, then what you would do is instead put this at the back and do this algorithm. F prime, and then insert this like this, R, U, R prime, and then put back these pieces back to the bottom with U prime, R prime, F, R. You can also think of it like this: F prime, sexy, and sledgehammer without the last F prime. I like to think of it as the last move of the sledgehammer is being transferred to the front. So it's basically this algorithm, but the F prime is just at the front and the back has no F prime. As for the finger tricks, I like putting my thumb here to do the F prime and then insert this pair normally, and then use my left index finger to do U prime and normally just do the rest of the moves. And therefore faster will look like this. By the way, I also have a second cubing channel called 29 Seconds, and the link will be in the description below. On this channel, I upload 29-second YouTube shorts that show you how to do F2L tricks and OLL skip tricks. So if you checked it out and subscribed, that would mean a lot to me. Also, my goal is to reach 150 subscribers by the end of this month. So please subscribe if you haven't yet. This next case is one of our most hated cases because it is very hard to solve. How I would normally solve this case is first put this corner over here and then do a U2 to transfer the edge here, and then normally do F2L from here. But that was until I realized that actually if you move this edge piece here, it is actually just making a pair. So I thought if I did M moves, it would make a pair. So the algorithm goes like this: M, U, Y, R, U prime, Y, R prime, U prime, M prime. And this does not affect any other slots. Explain, this algorithm is actually just moving this corner here, which can be done with M, U, M prime, and then inserting this pair here. And after that, all we need to do is put this edge back into the cross, which can be done by M, U prime, M prime. However, some moves will cancel while you are doing that algorithm. So, for example, when you're doing M prime and inserting this, instead of doing M prime R, you can simply just do YR, and after that YR prime when you are inserting the last edge again. As for the finger tricks, I like using my middle finger of my right hand to do the M, and then using my left index finger to U push over here, and then after here it is normal, and I will just use my middle finger again to flick the M prime. Therefore, faster will look something like this. This is the fifth and last algorithm, which will work when you are in this case doing it from the front side like this. Normally, you would just rotate and then pair it up like this and insert it. However, we want to prevent that rotation, so instead we would do this algorithm: R prime, F, R, F prime, which would give you a 3-move insert over here. As for the finger tricks, they are all very normal and do not require any special ones. So the sledgehammer will be performed like this, and then the insert will be performed like this. An additional tip is that if you see an inverse L over here, instead of doing sledgehammer insert normally, you can do double sledgehammer to get a cross OLL. If you want to see cross OLL tutorial, you can click the card right here. Therefore, faster will look like this, and the double sledge will look like this. So that's it for today's F2L tricks. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe for more F2L tricks. This is UKBHD out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.